Layla AlSawan is a senior mass communication student at the American University of Sharjah. She plays in women's volleyball team at AUS. She is also a member of the 360 Media Club, which aims to promote news. With Layla's help, most of the sport news is covered before or on time. She was recognized at the Student Affairs Athletics Awards in 2013. She spends her time practicing volleyball every day. Her dream is being a professional volleyball player in the future. As a leader in higher education, American University of Sharjah has exciting fitness training programs and activities. It also offers opportunities for students to train and participate in both national and international competitors, furthering the personal and professional development of the students. Through state-of-the-art facilities and highly trained instructors, the student athletics promotes the well-being of students, faculty, and staff. Layla AlSawan believes in teamwork and maintaining a specific standard before every game. Apart from her busy sports and study life, Layla is also a tutor at the Writing Center. In the weekends, she loves to spend her time going out with her team members. Having lots of friends gives her motivation. Her friends describe her as sweet, hardworking, smart, and understandable girl. Layla's volleyball coach Suzan Saleh always talks about Layla having great moves and being one of the most active players in the team. The volleyball team has won most of the matches in the last 2 years. Layla never gives up after a bad match because she believes in herself.
Hello everyone, this is Serap Gezmen, and today we have a very special guest from AUS volleyball team member, Layla AlSawan. Hi Layla.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today.
Of course, thank you for inviting me.
So you are in the volleyball team.
Yes.
Why did you choose to be in volleyball team instead of other teams?
Well, I've always had an interest in volleyball more than the other sports. I played volleyball before in high school for fun. And when the coach saw me, it was the volleyball coach who first saw me, and she told me, why don't you join the volleyball team? And I was like, okay.
Why did you choose to be in volleyball team, and when did you join?
I officially joined the team second semester. First semester I was in the beginners class.
Is there any requirements to be in the team, and can anyone apply?
Anyone can apply, anyone can go for tryouts. If the coach saw potential in you, she would probably send you to beginners first, and then you go for the team. But if she sees that you have exceptional talent, she would invite you to join the team straight away.
Yeah. So what are the procedures to apply to a team?
The procedures is to basically go to the sports orientation day, which happens on orientation week. You sign your name out for the tryouts of whatever sport you want, volleyball in this case, and you show up for tryouts, and then your coach assigns you. She sees how you do in several skills, and she'll see what she'll basically assess you and see where she'll put you.
So you practice every day. What are the practice schedule for UTI on Monday, Wednesday?
So Sunday, Tuesdays, it's always 6 to 8 p.m. And Monday, Wednesdays, it's from 8 to 10 p.m. When we have any big tournaments, we go for Saturdays and Thursdays sometimes. Saturday mornings and Thursday afternoons.
Yeah. Do you have sports scholarship?
Me, myself, no. But some of my teammates do.
Do you have an idea of how did your teammates get scholarship? Is there any requirements to maintain it?
Yes, anyone can apply for a scholarship with a recommendation from the coach, and depending on your performance that semester, and then it will see who gets the scholarship. Like they have a board who decide who gets the scholarship based on the skills they've seen all year.
Yeah. So you practice every day without any excuses. How do you manage your studies with the practice day, especially when you have assignments and submissions?
It does get really difficult and hectic sometimes, but it actually does help with time management. I recall my second semester I had games and I had practices. I would be encouraged to finish my work before. It helped me manage my time a little bit better. It's like it encouraged me, motivated me to finish my work as soon as I can, the day before or before practice, so that I can go to practice and not worry about it. Because coming back home from practice late at night just makes it really hard to study.
You travel to different countries, and where is your next destination?
Next destination is Italy. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. It'll be tough because we know that the European teams in volleyball are very, very tough and very, very good players. But we're very excited. We're looking forward to playing with them.
So you mostly travel for 1 week, and how do you catch up with class material later on, especially before the midterm?
Depending on what you do before. If you spoke to the professors beforehand, like a month earlier, they somehow find a way to help you. I remember last semester when I was traveling to Morocco, I had 2 midterms during my travel time. So I went to my professors, they gave me my midterms before the traveling. So that just made it really easier.
Can you also postpone any midterms?
You can either postpone it after the traveling or you can do it before. If you discuss it before time with the professor, you can easily manage your time. And catching up, it is kind of hard because you have everything all at once. But if you just, we are given a break from practice after we travel. After we come back from traveling, we're given a break from practice, so we have more time to study and catch up.
Are you living in dorms?
No.
Because people say it's easier for them to come to the sport complex.
It's definitely easier because you can go home straight away and you can go back to your room and rest. So it just makes it hard if you're not in dorms.
Where do you rest?
I rest in the student center usually, or sometimes I do go to my friends' dorms just to sit and
Basically, you're in the campus from morning till night.
Most of the time.
It must be a hard time.
It is, but I got used to it and it's not so bad.
What is your relationship with your team members?
Very, very good relationship. We're good friends. We love to go out with each other. Our relationship it's good for a team. We can be friends outside. We all have our own circle of friends. But the good thing is that we can sit with each other. We can be roommates and we can hang out even outside of practice.
What position do you play?
I am the middle hitter. So I always stand in the middle. My main job is to block the attacks and to hit from the middle.
Do you also play in summer or just the regular semesters?
Between semesters we do have training times. Sometimes for anyone who can make it, it's optional. And summers we usually don't, but we just do it for fun.
But do you come to AUS to play or somewhere else?
Depends. Like sometimes if the court is open, we'd come to AUS. If it's not, we'd go somewhere else.
What do you advise college students who want to join a sport team?
They should not be worried about their studies, about how to manage their times. They should try it out first. If they can't manage their times, then maybe they can make a decision. But I think they should try it out first. They assume that they can't at first, and that's the mistake. I assumed that I couldn't, so I didn't want to join. But my coach held me aside. She's like, every single one of this team is a college student, so you're not the only one.
Is there anything you would like to add?
I'd like to add, if anyone really wants to join a sports team, just because you're not good or you have a lot of studies, it doesn't mean you can't. You should just give it a shot. You could discover that. I never thought I would be good at volleyball, to be honest. And then,
But you need to practice.
You need a lot of practice. You need to dedicate some time. You need to manage your time. But it's not so tough. It's not as tough as people think. It takes a lot of hard work, like anything else, really.
So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And